Transatlantic Sea Scouts and Sea Scout Ship 802 is a presentation that we prepare for the informational meeting for exploring and Sea Scouts in Transatlantic Council. We're going to cover 4 topics: Sea Scout BSA program and a short navigation of seascout.org resources, the Singlehanded Sea Scout, Lone Scout, and Virtual Sea Scout Ship 802 initial plan to know how we are studying Sea Scouts in the Transatlantic Council. Then we're going to move to the online resources, to the Sea Scout online cloud, to show a sample of the Google Classroom for the Ship 802 and the social media pages that we have, plus a new site that we are creating to support all units. Finally, the potential opportunities to grow to a traditional Sea Scout ship in Transatlantic Council and where we are in Area 5 and the Northeast region. This is the website, scouting.org, very familiar with the areas. And here we show the different programs that we have in Boy Scouts of America. Starting with Cub Scouting, Scouts BSA, Venturing, and Sea Scouts and Exploring that are the topics of this presentation. When you go to the website, to the area of Sea Scouts, you will see details and what are the specific activities that we normally do. We are scouts, so we do scouting activities, plus we do adventures on the water, under the water, above the water, and everything in between. So we are always trying to get an adventure on the water. We also have awards and advancements that we want to see later with more detail. And we have training for youth Sea Scout and adult Sea Scout. And here in the corner, we have a map that shows us what are the countries, continents related to transatlantic scouting. So we can see that it's almost half of the world. This is a YouTube video that is very popular that I recommend to everybody to share and to see, that are the myth busters in Sea Scouts. Myth number 1, you have to live near the coast to be a Sea Scout. And this is false, because all we need is a river, a lake, a reservoir, and a pool, something that you can use to do your aquatics activities. In North Florida, we have a river and a lake, and we were always say that we were river scouts. Here you see in the map, Texas, that the flagship for that year was in the middle of Texas, and in Arizona, we have Sea Scouts that specialize in scuba diving. That is part of myth number 2. Sea Scouts only use sailboats. We use paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, motorboats. You can do swimming, you can do scuba diving. And this is something that the Sea Scout has to decide what activities they want to do. Myth number 3, Sea Scouts must be chartered by a yacht club. Not necessarily. You can have Sea Scout chartered by a church, by an American Legion like us. And also there is a new program with the Coast Guard Auxiliary, because now Sea Scout is the youth program for the auxiliary. And we also have a connection with the United States Power Squadron, the America's Boating Club, that can be used to partnership with them and create ships. Myth number 4, Sea Scouting is only for youth interested in Navy or Coast Guard. That's not true. Sea Scouting is for anyone who wants to be in the water and want to learn skills that are going to be useful when you are in the middle of the water. Myth number 5, Sea Scouts only do boating related activities. That is also false, because we are scouts. We are under the same oath and the same law, and we love to do hiking, shooting sports, climbing, and camping, campfires, and everything related to scouting. If you go to the seascout.org website, you are going to find that we have many resources and areas that you can search and explore to learn more about us. For all the regions in the United States, we are part of the Northeast region. Cruising opportunity, events, resources, the manuals, training, youth training, volunteer training, and marketing tools. You can go to the marketing tools box that is there, and you can find flyers, newsletters, things that you can use to create your own event. These are the ranks for the Sea Scouts, starting with the apprentice with 1 bar. You have all the requirements in the Sea Scouts manual. Then you move to ordinary with 2 bars, and you have more activities and more advancement related to safety, related to ship organization, and other areas that are going to be you grow in service to the community and be social to your fellow Sea Scouts and learn about seamanship and, of course, scouting. The 3 bars are about able, that is the next rank, very close to the last rank, that is quartermaster. When you have the quartermaster, you can have the quartermaster bridge of honor, and you can have the quartermaster bridge of review, and you can be in the top level of leadership in Sea Scouts. Here in the slide, I also show the Aquatic Specialty Awards that you can find also on the Sea Scout website that are very familiar to many Scouts in many troops, adventurings, kayaking, swimming, paddleboard, etc. In our council, we are focusing in the Single-Handed Sea Scout, that is the long scout version of Sea Scouts. We are using this document that tell the counselor what are the way that you're going to measure the individual work of individual Sea Scouts. We have to be sure that the Sea Scout do their own personal program, so they can add their vision, their goals, the activities they're going to do. I normally tell do the first year and then you can continue. It's about self-leadership, about leading yourself to fulfill your own goals. Then you can measure, if you join at a ship, or in this case a virtual ship, we want to be doing meetings and all the activities related to a real ship, but we want to do it online. And we want to see also how we relate to the European Sea Scouts and other areas of the world. In this part, we want to tell you that we have been promoting Sea Scouts since last year. We started adding a Facebook page with Transatlantic Sea Scout, when we share resources, events, things to parents, scouters, and scouts. So please like the page, go there and see the activities. And for the Sea Scout ship 802, we have our own group. Now that we have 5 Sea Scouts, we can register, charter the Sea Scout ship 802 and have the virtual opportunities to grow, and then to move to a real, in the future, a real Sea Scout ship. To support our Sea Scouts online, our single handle and our ship, we have created a classroom using Google Classroom to do what we call asynchronous learning. It's a learning using online education where you don't have to be live, or you don't have to do it in a synchronous way. You do it at your own pace and at your own time. In here, we have a discussion forum, we have different modules, and the important modules are organized by the Sea Scout manual. You have the ship operation, how to start a ship, the advancement part, the safety, and all the ranks are together so the Sea Scout can see exactly what they need to be done. They can submit the assignments here, and the skippers can check how is the progress in an online environment. You see, this is an example how we are collecting information from others, skippers and other Sea Scout ships that are now doing classes, doing training using Zoom or using other methods. We are asking them to share the resources. I have a full drive, Google Drive, full of information that we are organizing to insert inside the classroom. And this is the program. This is another video that we are also sharing with you to see what is the timeline in 4 tracks. The first about Sea Scout, from Single-Handed Sea Scout, Virtual Sea Scout Ship to Traditional Sea Scout. We have then the Scout BSA that can join a Sea Scout or go to Explorer Club if they are young enough, or go to Exploring Post track. In both cases, we have the Sea Scout online cloud that we are doing with the classroom, with the sites, with resources. And we are also creating an Exploring Club cloud to support now the Explorer Club 802. And in the future, well, we'll see how we evolve to other areas. Also, we're using the Sea Scout Maritime Explorer Club to provide information to the exploring units. We are also looking for the middle schoolers who want to be Sea Scout BSA or want to be explorers. Finally, we have the venture crew that we want to invite to be single scouts or to be part of the Explorer Post. We also show here the training, Introduction to Leadership Skill for Youth, that can go to National Youth Leadership Training and National Advanced Youth Leadership Experience, and of course the Advanced Leadership course in Sea Scout that is SEAL. For the adults, we have the Sea Scout Adults Leaders Basic Training that can go later to Sea Badge. And all these training are to educate our digital leaders of tomorrow. This is a new platform that we are also creating because people are concerned about safety of data, privacy, registration in a course. We don't want children to get too involved into a registration process. So, well, we are creating an online, free, open platform where we're going to replicate all the content that we are getting in the collaborative rooms. We have a collaborative master room to feed the individual classroom of the 802 and also this site. This is under construction, but it's coming. This is the page of the Maritime Explorer Club that you can find Sea Scout BSA page that show you that we are also going to create a feeder to the Sea Scouts using the younger middle schoolers that are interested in the maritime exploring. Finally, this is the place where you can find us. You can email, phone, Instagram, or whatever method you use to find us to your next adventure. I have been in North Florida Council. We relaunched North Florida Council Sea Scout in 2017. And now last year we started doing the same in Transatlantic Council, providing unparalleled sea scouting to our community. Thank you and welcome aboard.